Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Boog Nice coming at you with the Marvel Legends AOA Colossus Build-A-Figure Wave Magneto figure review. Let's do it.
This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey I'm fucking with them. Hype beast we know about. You stay buying figs, don't know about it.
7 figures in the wave. You'll need 6 of the 7 figures to complete the AOA Colossus Build-A-Figure. Magneto does not come with a Build-A-Figure part. And a quick look at the artwork on the left side of the box. It is the same on the left and the right. Alright, here we go. AOA Magneto from the AOA. If you've been under a rock, the AOA stands for the Age of Apocalypse. This was a storyline that came out in the 90s based on an alternate universe in which Apocalypse had almost achieved world domination. In this reality, Charles Xavier is dead, he was killed, and Magneto actually took up the role as the leader of the X-Men. Magneto and his X-Men are using guerrilla tactics to attack Apocalypse's forces around the world and slowly trying to chip away at Apocalypse's army. As you can see, Magneto's deco in this universe is not too far off from his deco in the 616 universe. I do believe that Marvel Legends did leave out some details here on this version, and I'm not 100% sure if they really picked the right body mold for this guy. I guess we'll have to break out the Mafex version and see how they stack up. I'm lying, I don't have the Mafex version. Actually, you know what? The Legends version may not be far off. I see some images where these portions on his wrist guard are alternating colors, almost similar to the 616 version, and somewhere it's just a solid purple. So it looks like the Mafex version utilized the alternating colors and Marvel Legends went with the road more traveled. And for the record, this version of Magneto does retain the same power set as the main universe Magneto. You know, he has the ability of flight. He can control pretty much every spectrum of magnetism. I actually forgot to read his bio. His bio on the back of the package reads, Magneto casts off his anti-human sentiments and carries on Xavier's dream of peaceful coexistence, thereby founding the X-Men. It should also be noted that this is our second AOA wave from Marvel Legends. I don't know if we'll get a third, but they did pretty good with that first wave. One of the best Build-A-Figures we've ever received from Marvel Legends in the Sugar Man Build-A-Figure. But yeah, I do think that this guy's body type could have been just a little bulkier according to a lot of the illustrations. It's a decent depiction of Magneto without his helmet in this version. You know, he's got the long hair and he's got it braided up at 2 points. But yeah, not one of the greatest head sculpts for Marvel Legends. It's okay. Pretty typical ball peg. His cape is removable, and although he does have a peg hole in his back, the cape does not actually peg into his back. It just kind of sits on his shoulders. It's a pretty nice fit. I also noticed this little detail. I don't know if you guys can make it out, but you could kind of see the fingernails here through the gloves. Not really through the gloves. It's just that they, I guess, painted a regular flesh tone hand purple. But yeah, out of the package, he comes with the 2 hands that are open, kind of cupped, fingers slightly spread. Obviously, you can utilize these for setups or shots when you're trying to make it seem as if he's using his power set. He's also packed in with a couple of effects here. We've seen these countless times before. Again, same type of powers, just some different relationships in this universe, some interesting relationships. He's also packed in with a couple of fists. The open hands were easy to pop out. These were easy to pop on. I did notice that the wrist guards, the gauntlets there, are a separate part, but you can't slip them off of the forearm, unfortunately. He's also packed in with this helmeted head, still rocking the braids and the long hair, but I kind of think this head is a little on the small side. Pause. Kind of got a pea head here, you know, with the helmet, the hair, and everything on. This sculpt should have been a little larger. I'm not really feeling this. Now, I do like the whited out eyes. I mean, I like the sculpt of it, I suppose. It's just sculpted a little on the small side and not really a lot of detail on this figure. I could definitely see some customizers taking to this guy, doing some dry brushing, putting some lines and stuff on him. But just as he is out of the package, it is a little lackluster, I think. But yeah, that's pretty much it. No other accessories, no Build-A-Figure part packed in with Magneto, like I mentioned in the opener. Let's go over his articulation real quick. In terms of articulation, you saw the head was on a ball joint. You can get him to look left and right and up and down just a little bit. It's going to be hindered quite a bit by the front and the back end of the hair. Man, I think this head looks too small. But the shoulders are on ball joints. You can get them up pretty far even with his clothes cloak on. There are upper bicep swivels, and he does have double jointed elbows, but they're going to be hindered slightly by the gauntlets here on his forearms. Ab crunch forward and back, going to be hindered slightly by the cape when he has it on. There is a waist swivel, going to be hindered a little bit by the belt here, which is a separate part, but I guess you could kind of just finagle this and fix it how you want it. T-joint at the pelvis, the legs will come up about that far. You can rotate at the upper thigh, double jointed knee, rotation at the upper boot. There is a hinge and an ankle pivot on the foot. All right, let's do a few quick size comparisons that'll lead us right into the next review. So I broke out a couple of Magnetos here. The one on the left is like a mashup. I think this was the one from the Jubilee Build-A-Figure wave, maybe, with the head from the old Toy Biz Marvel Legends Magneto. And the Magneto on the right is a more modern version. This is from the Theta Sentinel Build-A-Figure wave. But also take a look at the size and the heads and helmets between the three of these. Again, I think the old Toy Biz version is about the right size for a guy with hair and a helmet on. I think the newer version should have been about that size. And it appears that the Theta Sentinel Build-A-Figure wave version is still a little larger than this one too. Again, I think he has a P head, man. Yeah, look at that. That's the Toy Biz head on this newer version. I think the proportions there are better. You know, that helmet might actually not even be the Toy Biz helmet. That might be one of the newer helmets that's just on the Toy Biz head. I can't really remember. But yeah, there's that. And not quite. And there's Magneto with a group of characters that have all crossed over into the main universe. There's the Sugar Man Build-A-Figure on the far left. That was from the first series of AOA. X-Man here on Magneto's immediate right. And Blink. And Blink actually was also part of a team called the Exiles that basically traveled through different realities, different timelines, different alternate universes, I guess. But all three are characters from the AOA universe as well. And I kept Sugar Man in there, threw in the deluxe AOA Apocalypse. You can see how Magneto stacks up next to these two guys.
Surprise,
Magneto did end up defeating Apocalypse in this universe. There's the old Nemesis Build-A-Figure from Hasbro on the left. I really do hope Hasbro takes another crack at this guy. It'd be nice to get another deluxe figure like Apocalypse to go along with this wave. I could definitely see that happening because he was an integral part of the story. In the original story, he was actually named Holocaust, but the name was changed for obvious reasons. And then on the right is Weapon X from the AOA universe, not known as Wolverine in this universe. And one final size comparison here, as this will lead us right into the next review. You already see her out of the package here, but this is Rogue from the AOA. She's the second figure listed on the back of the package in this wave, so we're going to go right into her review. I have her here for the final size comparison because of the relationship between Rogue and Magneto in this universe. But anyway, AOA Magneto, decent, okay figure, not one that you absolutely need to pick up if your intention is to just complete the Colossus Build-A-Figure, but it's a decent figure. Maybe some customizers might want to use this base and create their own sort of 616 Magneto. As I continue on with the reviews of the figures in this wave, I'll do some more kit bashing and trying some other things. But thanks for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell down there. And until next time, peace.
I'm in the game, I'm grinding, I got to play 24 hours in a day, 7 days out the week, I never sleep. I'm on my grizzly bear, 52 weeks out the year.